Julian. Okay. So now we started the classes and we said every operation is not possible and I can fulfill with that response. It's not possible. Okay. So whenever our requirements are not fulfilled by using our SQL query, okay, so then we must be add some other additional statements. And those additional statement is called as what now classes. Okay, so classes when we want to use these, first you have to try your environment with the SQL query. SQL query is what now select, etc. So whatever the queries we have, if those queries once you try your environment, whether your requirement is fulfilled or not. Okay, so if it is fulfilled, I don't want any classes to use. Okay, suppose my requirement is not fulfilled, definitely I have to get help from classes. Okay, so in the last session I said to you, for example, you need to pick a specific role. Okay, you need to select a specific role, you need to update a specific, you need to delete a specific. So in that case, compulsory we should use what where class. Because where class, if you're not using, then I can't fetch my particular role. So that was not possible. Okay. So like where our requirement is not possible, where our requirements are not possible, where our requirements are not possible. So there you can use what now classes. And the classes, how we can add it here means first your query written. To this query, you need to add some clause statement, and that was as per your requirement here. So your requirement is what now? Suppose you need to do some filtering rows, some sorting values, some grouping data, or finding subtotal and grand total. So these kind of things, when you need to perform by using of perform on particular column and columns, there we must and be or must and should be user classes. Okay, na? And these are very common and general classes. Very oftenly we are using under SQL queries as well as PLSQL programs also. Okay, and this is a syntax for you how the class can be added. So SQL query plus class statement to fulfill your requirement. Okay, na? Right. So now let me go for one by one. We will see. First one we called as a where. And of course, already in where we already discussed. Okay. So this class we are using this year. How to use this class? Okay. Let me check it out. So basically this class we are using to filtering purpose. Okay. So whenever you need to filter. Okay. So filtering rows before grouping data in a table. Okay, na? Then you can use this where class.
And where class, it can apply on which commands I can use this one means I can use on a selector, updater, as well as deleter. So on these commands only I can use. Other than these commands, we cannot use your where class condition. And where class, okay, so we can go to check it out. What is the syntax for this where class? So my syntax of where class is simply we called as where, and you have to give it a filtering condition. You just give it a. So filtering condition, you just give it and which conditional basis you need to retrieve or you need to update or you need to delete. So that condition should be right there. Okay. And already few examples we already knows and we already checked out this kind of queries in previous classes. Okay, so that's why I don't want to give much explanation on this. So just commands that you can write like okay. But here, how this command will work and whatever the condition we added to select query, whatever the condition we added to update, condition to delete, what we added here, how this will be. And I said here in my definition, filtering grows before grouping the data. What it mean before grouping data, it means what, sir? Okay. For example, let me come out and say, suppose this is your database table. This is your database table. This is your database table. So in this table, if you check it out individually, so how many rows we have here? 14 rows. So that means each and every row, if you count here, so we have here total 14 rows. And let me come out and write this query. Suppose, are you writing some query with the some condition basis are you writing? So that means this where class condition, whatever you written along with my where class here, this condition, how it will be checked in my table rows means each and every row will be checking now. So each and every row value will be checked out. So after checking each and every row, then where is your row conditional will be satisfied here. Okay, then the condition satisfied row will be fetching from this table. Okay, so that means 7788, this number I will check with the each and every employee. So each and every employee number have to check. So because it is a before grouping, this will be performed. Before grouping is nothing but what now? Individual. Okay, after grouping is nothing but a group of rows. But here my table is not grouped. My table is a individual rows are there. So individual, how many rows we have here? Total 14 rows are there. So those 14 rows, each and every row will be checked. That's called a individual checkings. So that's called a before grouping the data. Okay, now. So the nature of where class condition, how it was here, whatever the condition you can give it. But the condition how it will be checked, it means each and every row will be checking whether this value is satisfied or not. Okay, now. So this is the way the where condition will be checked. So first 7369 comparing here 7369 is equals to 7788. Condition true or false? False. Next 7499 is equals to 7788. False. 7521 false. 7566 false. 7654 false. 7698 false. 7782 false. 7788 one condition is true. So when condition is true, that complete row will be fetching now. After fetching, the searching will not be stopped. Okay, after searching, still your searching will be continue because of reason there are so many other rows are there. So this every row you need to checking again comparing. But in this comparison, if there is no any value to satisfy the given conditional value, then it was showing false, false, false. So like how many rows we have here? 14. 14 rows are checking. For example, your table is having 100 rows. 100 rows are checking. If your table is having a 1000 rows, 1000 rows are checking. If your table is having a 5 lakhs rows, 5 lakhs rows also checking. Okay, na? That is the nature of where class. But sir, if this condition will be checking with the 5 lakhs rows, with 1000 rows, with 14 rows means it is a time consume process. Is it correct? Yes. So you people have a doubt. If each and every row individually, if it is checked or it will be searched, automatically time consume process. So this time consume problem, how we can overcome, sir? Okay. Is there any methods or techniques we have to overcome this time consume problem? Okay. Definitely we have some methods, some techniques are there. And by using of those techniques, how I can overcome or how I can reduce my time consume process. But that is very advanced concepts. In future, you will be learning that. And there again, I will explain to you what is where time consume, how we can reduce us. Okay, na? The which kind of methods we have it to reduce searching time. Okay, that is in advanced topics we will learn it. So this is the way your where class condition will be work. So that's why what I was given in my definition I was given filtering rows before grouping the data. Okay, na? So before grouping means what it was here, individual row, checking a individual row. Okay, na? Right down below. Written, okay. This is where second class, okay, we have here. Take second class, order by. So basically, order by class, where you want to use this order by class means whenever we need to do some sorting. So when you do sorting of values, okay, there you require a order by. Okay, now, now you know. So right on here to arrange a specific column values either in ascending, either in ascending or descending, ascending or descending order. By default, by default, order by clause will arrange values, will arrange the values in ascending order only. Order only. If we want to, if we want to arrange the values in descending order, in descending order, then use a keyword is a desk. Is a desk. Next point. It can apply on a select command only. So other than select command, we are not using any other commands here. Okay. Select command only is supported. And to come back and see the syntax of this, select a star from table name. So we have to use order by column name 1 ASC ascending order, desk DSC descending order, comma, and so on. Okay, so first we will see some basic examples here, how to use this order by. So come back to your syntax now. And this is my table, okay? So in this table, one of my column is called as what now? Salary. Salary column, you can see, do you have any order in this column data? No, there is no order this. Suppose we need to arrange, okay? So those columns in particular order, then you have to apply order by on salary. And here by default, I'm not giving any desk keyword. I'm not giving any desk keyword means by default what it is? Ascending order. So now you can see your column values are arranged into ascending order. Ascending order means what now? Small to big. So it was arranged here. Same as suppose you need it in descending order, then you can use a desk keyword. Then it will be arranging here descending order now. Okay. And the same as, 1 second, guys. Right. So now here what happened? Salary column now descending. Descending, you can see what is the mean by descending here? Big to small, like it was. In the same pattern, now order by class you can apply on a ename also. When I'm using ename, what it was happened, A to Z, small to big. So A, B, C, F, J, K, M, S, T, W. Like in the same to same, you can apply on this keyword. Okay. It was into Z to A. Okay. A to Z, Z to A. In the same pattern, your order by class, even though we can apply on higher dates. If I use a higher date like this year, small to big means what now? 17 December 1980. So after 20 February 81, 22 February 81, like April, May. So all it will be big to small. And same as if I want to add this desk keyword, okay, even though I can short it here. Okay, big to small, 82, 83, 82, 81, 80s. Okay, no? So like you, what you understand here, order by class can be apply or use on any type of data except binary data. Except binary data, you can add or apply on any type of data. Okay, no? Now write down below. Okay, and continuation, some examples on this. Write a query to display employees who are working under department number is 30 and arrange arrange those employees salaries arrange those employees salaries in descending order, salaries in descending order. Okay. So tell me, guys, first what we want to do. First, we need to find out employees who are working under department number 30. So, how to find out that? We are using where class. So, select a star from EMP where DEPT number is equals to 30. So, once I use this, only department number 30 people data will come to me. But their salaries, what I said here, their salaries we need to arrange into descending. But is there any order here? No, there is no order of salaries. Now we need to do some sorting here. So your two classes I'm using, where class and also order one. So up to here, where class will be putting or will be keeping or will be retrieving 30th department employees data. And the next time using ordered by on sal, then which keyword desk. Then what it was happening, you can see as usual, I got it my 30th department's employees, but their salaries are in which order? Descending order. So the both requirements are satisfied. Right down below. Next example. So write a query to arrange the employee department numbers in ascending order and their salaries in descending order for each department number wise. From each department number wise. Okay. So carefully observe. Department numbers in ascending and their salaries in descending for each department number wise. So first what I want to do, first department numbers, sir, I need to display into ascending order. Okay. Let me come out and see to how I can add this. Okay. How I can add this here. Order by department number. If I leave up to here, what it was happening, you can see your department numbers are automatically arranged into which order? Ascending order. It was arranged here. So this is 10, 10, 10, 20, 20, 20, 30, 30, 30. But what I am saying here, for each department number wise, their salaries are descending order. But tell me, department number 10, do you have any order? No, there is no order. 20? No. 30? No. So that means I need to make it a order. How we can do? Any guessing? So department number, comma, salary and desk. So department number, I'm not giving any keyword. I'm not assigning any keyword, means by default which order? Ascending order. And salary, I was using keyword desk. That means descending. Now both combination of columns, if I see, okay, now we can observe. So department number 10, department number 10 people came out and 20 people. Now we can see. So my department numbers are having in the ascending order. That's clear. And each and every department number wise, their salaries are descending order. Now we can see 10th department, 5 to 1000. Correct? Huh? Yes. 20th department, you can see 3000 to 111. Okay. Next, 30 department, you can see now 2, 8, 16, 15, 12, 50, 12, 50, 950. So this is also correct. So that means what it was happened, department numbers are ascending. Their salaries are descending. Okay, na? Right down below. Okay. So now here, one more point here, observe. Can you see guys here, your order by class, I was applied on column names. Can you see here or here or here? Okay. In all the cases, you can see my order by class, I was applied on a particular column names. Salary column, name column, hire date column, salary again. Yes or no? So department number column. So like we applied. But order by not only on column names, even though we can apply on a position of columns also. So I don't want to give it my column name, but I can give the position of column. So based on the position of column also, your order by class will sorting or arranging your data. But how, sir? Okay, let me come out and see. So now, for example, come to our table. Come to our table. This is actually my original table. And having the data will be like this. Suppose if I'm going to writing one of the statements, select a star from EMP, which class here, order by, column name, I'm taking first a salary, so desk keyword execute. So which column I'm sorting now? Salary column. So now salary column, descending order, it will be sorted. Okay, that's fine. But here, what I want to do, I don't want to take column name. In place of column name, I can take it what now? Position of column. The position of column, how can you decide? Okay, it means the position of column, we are not deciding based on the structure. Based on the structure of table, you can't decide. Your position of column can be decided as per select query. In your select query, how many columns are you selected? Based on that, that column position will be taken. So will be take it now. For example, in this query, I selected how many columns? All columns. All columns means what now? Number, name, job, MGR, hire date, salary, commission, and department. So are you selected all columns? In all column selection, which column are you sorting? Salary column. When comparing of all columns, I'm selecting all columns, but I'm sorting only one particular column. The which column? Salary column. So now what I'm going to do, in place of salary, so your selected columns are all. All means your all are selected. Now in the position subject, all columns I selected. This is first column, second column, third, fourth, 5, and 6. So that means my salary column is having in the position, which position? Sixth position whenever I compare with the all columns. When I'm comparing with all columns, my salary column is the sixth position. And now sixth position data, now see descending order displayed. Yes. Okay. Now, if I want to remove this desk keyword and executing now which order? Ascending displayed now? Yes. Okay. But what I'm saying here, these positions can be decided based on your query selecting columns. The query, how many number of columns are selected, based on that, your position will be changed. For example, now this time I'm not using star. I'm just giving here number, name, salary from EMP. Now tell me in my select query, how many columns I selected? Three columns. In these three columns, salary is which position? Third position. But now if I'm giving here order by six, if I'm giving desk keyword or whatever it is, it was showing error. And error also very clear. What is error? Order by item must be the number of a select list expression. So select list expression. List expression means these are. Okay. Employee number is a one expression. Employee name is one expression. Salary, one expression. How many expressions here? Three expressions I selected. In this list of expression, what is your position of salary? That position you have to give it here. But it is a six is a wrong. Then tell me what is my position now? My position is three. And see, working desk keyword all are big to small. Suppose in the same case, if I want to remove this, then what is my salary? But if I'm giving three, showing error because my salary column is having position number second. So that's why what you want to use in place of this two and a grade and display sorting. Suppose when the next come out here, so now I'm going to remove here e-name. So now how many columns I selected? One column. The column is what? Salary. That means your position is what now? One. Your position is what now? One. So in place of two, you make it one. Okay, order by and see your data sorting now. So that means what you understand? Order by class can apply on a position of columns. Okay, within the select query. Right down below. Note. Order by clause can apply on not only columns, even though we can apply on position of column in select query. Position of column in select query. Okay, right. So now let me go and check your examples. So for example, Okay. So completed. Okay. So now these are what now order by you can use like this. Okay. And next one write down group by clause. So come to group by. Okay. So where you want to use this grouping clauses. Okay. Means that for example, you need to do some kind of operations like for example, in a classroom. In a classroom, how many number of students are there? That is one question. So if anybody asks you how many number of students in the classroom, that means what we want to do, complete people will be counted. That means in that students category, we are counting females and males. So female and male combination we called as a total, the total students in my class. But that is not my requirement. For example, your requirement is what now? So I need to find out how many number of female students and male students in the classroom. Question understand now? My first question is what now? Just I want to know number of students in a class. That's it. Second one is very clearly asking to us how many number of female and male students are there. See, the two questions are different. First question, there is no category. But in the second question, category wise to find out. So whenever if you want to do like this, the category wise, group wise, we need to find out the people, there we are required to use a group by class. Okay. For example, just think about, suppose in this classroom, I want to know number of female and male students. First, what I want to do, what is your first idea? Huh? This is classroom here. Now the students are there here. All are there. I want to know female and male students. I want to know. First, what I want to do? Huh? Count. Directly count. Separate first. First, what I want to do? Separate. So how many groups can I separate? Two. So first, what I want to do? To know about the number of female, number of male students, first of all, in my classroom, how many number of students are there? So in those students, first I have to divide it into two categories. One category I have to divide as a female. One category I want to divide as a male. So that means first my thought to finding of number of students, first you have to divide your people as per category wise, as per gender wise, you have to divide. But the division, what I'm telling now, who will do, how I can do that division, that group, okay, that splitting, that decomposing, who will do it, sir? Means that how I want to do it, sir, means that by using of a group by class. So group by class, what we want to do? First, your data, what is what? First, the data will be separate first. For the separations purpose, for dividing purpose, we are using what now? Group by class. This is the main purpose. Okay, na? Right down below. Group by. Group by. This class is used. This clause is used for grouping. For grouping data from a table. Data from a table. Next one. So when we use group by, Okay, we must use, okay, grouping functions, grouping, or else even though we called as aggregative functions. So can you tell me grouping or aggregative functions are what? Last concept only functions. What is the grouping functions? Check your functions notes. Go to functions. Go to functions, all of you. Functions starting definition types you can see. Grouping function is nothing but what? Multi-row functions. What are those multi-row functions? Come on. Count. Sum. Next what? Average. Next min and max. These are yes, these are called as aggregative or grouping. Okay, functions we called. So what I'm saying here, whenever we are using group by, we must be use grouping functions. These are as per your requirement. Which function is suitable? That function you have to use. Okay, right. And next one, this group by class I can apply. That means it can apply. It can apply on which command? Select command only. Other than select command, there is no other command is support. Okay, there is no other command is support. So it was supporting only select. And come out and see the syntax of your group by. So select. I want to send my column name 1, comma, column name 2, comma, and so on. Next one is what now? Grouping function name, grouping or aggregative, whatever it is. Okay, grouping function name 1, comma, and so on from to pass your table name, and after table name you can pass your group by. So we send it here, column name 1, comma, column name 2, comma, and so on. Okay, right. So this is your definition of your okay, na, what we called grouping. But how it was using, let me see a small example. The first of all, come to my database now. I'm creating one sample table now in this. Okay. So now the table, I just go to take students are there here. Oh, there is no students. Now I'm creating upside. So create table. The table name is what now? Students. Student ID. So integer and student name varchar 2 of some size. And suppose I will go for student fees. So number of 6 comma 2. Number of 6 comma 2. Okay. Then after I'm inserting few. Okay. Uh, sorry guys, I need to add one more column. Alter table, students. Add one more column I'm adding. That column is called as what now? Gender. So varchar 2 of 1. So now finally, okay, I have a 4, okay, columns here. So insert into the table name is called as what now? Students. Sending values. Student ID 1, for example. Student name is Smith and fee amount is 4,500 and okay, it was taken male. M is stands for male because why I'm taking one character? Data type is one only. So now I just go. Second one, same as 2. The name I will take it here. Okay, Ellen. And okay, the amount 55. And I will take a female. The next one is called as one more 3. The name is called as what now? Ward. And amount of salary 35. Okay, and this is female. Comma and the female execute. Now in the same pattern 4. And now you will give it here. Okay, Adams. So now it will take 85. And now I'm going to take here male. And one more thing is called as what now? 5. So I will take it here Scott. And to take, okay, same amount and male. Okay, right. And now I just committed to come back and see my student table information. So now this is student here. And the total, how many students we have now? 5 students. And this is the total 5 students information I kept now. This is your just a demo table, okay? Okay, right. So these are what now? Student, total how many students in this? 5. And how many females and males? 2 females and 3 males. Okay. So on the table, let me take one query now, right down below. Write a query to find out number of students in a classroom. To find out number of students in a classroom. Okay. Now tell me. Here I'm not asking any category wise or any gender wise. I'm not asking. Any specification is not given. Just I need to find out the number of employees in the classroom. How to write query? Select number of employees. Number of employees means which function? Count function. Yes or no? So now that means here, very carefully observe. So here my people 5, but I don't want it any specifications. I just want it to know, select the count of star from which table? Student table. Now you can see when I'm writing this, what it was showing 5. So that means how many students in my classroom? 5. Right down below. Okay, right. Total students are 5. Now the next question is what now? I need to find out number of students, okay, from each gender wise. From each gender wise. Okay, na? That is next question. Then for that question, how the group by class is required. Okay, na? That we will see on tomorrow class. Okay. So tomorrow we will continue the next type of examples. Okay. Okay, guys. Thank you. Thank you so much. Leave. No problem. Leave.